Welcome to SmurfWrecker version 4. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use and set up Aimbot and smoothing. Now, Aimbot is fairly simple to set up, and both of these features can be toggled the same as any other feature by clicking the button or by setting up the Aimbot toggle key or the smoothing toggle key. Now, there's one other hotkey we need to mention, which is the Aimbot Hold Key. Now, this is very important because this is the button that you're going to use to actually activate the aimbot once it's turned on. By default, it's the right mouse button. Now, please have in mind that if your aim hold key is set to right click, you need to rebind secondary fire in game because otherwise it won't work properly. Now, aimbot has a few settings which I'll go over now. The first is the FOV. This determines how far away an enemy's head can be from your crosshair before it'll lock on. So for instance, if this was our enemy, if our FOV is 3, we might only be able to be within this sort of range for it to lock on. However, if our FOV was like 20, we could be over here and it would still lock on. An FOV of 180 means that you'll lock on to anybody, no matter if they're behind you or whatever. The second one is through walls. When this is turned on, the aimbot will target people that your player cannot see. So if this is turned on, it'll target anybody, whether they're behind a wall, on the other side of the map, whatever. And finally, aim target is where on the body the aimbot will lock onto. By default, it's head, but you can also choose waist, chest, or leg. For now, we'll leave these settings as they are and save. Now there are only one smoothing feature, or one smoothing setting, which is the smoothing amount. The lower it is, the less smoothing will be done. The higher it is, the more smoothing. By default, it's 45, which we'll leave for now. So now I'll turn on the aimbot so we can see how that works once a new round starts. And we'll go find an enemy. And also, a quick note, the danger zone / deathmatch mode makes it so that your aimbot can target any player, whether they're on your team or another. That's especially helpful in danger zone and deathmatch, but it could also work for some other game modes. So let's find an enemy. Put on wall hacks, that's a little bit easier. We got unlucky, they all came out long. Here are some enemies. Now, since my FOV is only 4, right now I'm holding right click, but it's not locking on. However, once I get within range of the enemy, you'll see it locks on. Now remember, I'm holding right click here. If I don't hold anything, it's not going to lock on no matter where I am. But as soon as you hold the hold key that you set, it will lock on. Now you'll see that it's very precise. Some people want to decrease that precision so that it doesn't look as obvious on Overwatch. So now we've turned on smoothing, and you'll see that it slowly goes to them much more smoother. And also it allows you to keep holding the right click and not fully lock on. But if you want more smoothing, of course, you can always increase the smoothing amount, which will slow it down. And that's it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, or you can join our Discord by going to Help Discord. Other than that, please make sure you watch the rest of our tutorial.